We're in for another monster week ahead with both the latest decision on interest rates to come on Wednesday and the latest inflation print to come pre-market on Tuesday. Busy week for corporate presentations as well, kicking off with Coinbase and Sofi, both set to report and present at the Morgan Stanley U.S. Financials Payment and CRE conference running throughout the week. Meanwhile, Adobe, Lennar, and Oracle, top earnings names to come through this week. It's another edition of your weekly market prep, the week ahead preview right now. The week kicks off on a quiet note with corporate presentations in focus. The New Street Research Futures of Transportation Conference is kicking off pre-market. Nvda is set to present at the event during Monday's session. That'll start at 9 a.m. Eastern. Also during the session, the Morgan Stanley U.S. Financials Payment and CRE conference will kick off. Both Coinbase and Sofi are set to present at it. During the session as well, we'll keep CRM shares on watch. The company is set to host its Trailblazers AI event starting at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. On the earnings front, Monday coming after the close, watch out for Oracle. They're set to report their latest results. On to Tuesday we go. We'll kick off with the latest reading on inflation in the U.S. at 8:30 Eastern. The May CPI print will be closely watched by investors and by the Fed ahead of the next decision on interest rates coming up on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Last month, data showed U.S. inflation decreased to 5% in March versus a 5.2% expectation. The annual core CPI, which excludes volatile food and energy prices, edged higher to 5.6% as expected, with a monthly increase of 0.4% to the upside. On to Wednesday we go, and it'll be the biggest day of the week for the market, capped off by the latest decision on interest rates coming at 2 p.m. from the Fed. Pre-market, first off, we'll get the May PPI print, the second straight day of pre-market inflation readings. Last month, data showed producer prices actually increased slightly once again in April. All focus, however, will be firmly on 2 p.m. Eastern when Fed Chair Powell is set to deliver the latest decision on interest rates. As of this recording, the CME Fed Funds Tool looking for a 72.5% chance of a hold coming up on Wednesday from the Fed. Last week, both the Bank of Australia and Bank of Canada surprised, increasing rates a quarter point, adding to their benchmark rates and adding to anticipation that the Fed overall may surprise some and follow suit. Typically, the most exciting part of this event at 2:30, we'll watch for Fed Chair Powell's press conference. That could be more important, with any indication of upcoming moves from Powell set to be watched very closely by the market. On the corporate side of things, notable events during the session as well to be aware of. BlackRock is set to host its annual Investor Day. Sofi shares will also be on watch. They're set to host their annual shareholder meeting. And just like that, it's Thursday. It kicks off pre-market with more key economic data. We'll get May retail sales coming through at 8:30 Eastern. Last month, data once again showed an unexpected increase in retail activity in April. Purchases overall rose 0.4% in the first advance since January, with 7 of 13 retail categories showing firmer sales in April once again. During the session then on Thursday, we'll keep automakers on watch. The Deutsche Bank Global Auto Industry Conference is set to kick off. Most of the major manufacturers, including GM and Ford, are set to present at it. Focus then shifts to after the close. We'll get the biggest earnings report of the week, with software maker Adobe set to report their latest results. Overall, analysts expect the company to announce earnings of $3.78 per share for the quarter. Adobe has an amazing streak of beating estimates intact, with its earnings that stretches all the way back, if you can believe it, to Q4 of 2018. On to Friday we go. All eyes and attention will focus on 10 a.m. Eastern. We'll get the Michigan Consumer Sentiment reading, a monthly number that does have an inflation expectation portion to it, so it will be closely watched depending on how it comes out. As always, we'll bring you all the action live daily as it happens on TraderTV.Live.